Hello. Today we are going to focus on the sound made by two letters coming together. So our two letters today would be the letters I and E. So before I get into the sound, I need you to listen to the story and then we will focus on that particular sound for today. So get ready to listen. Take a look at the picture. The picture tells a story, and I'm going to tell you that story. So Clive has been invited to a party. His father is a sailor in the Navy and he has given Clive a hat from his ship. So Clive is very proud of this hat. He wants to dress up as a sailor like his father and to wear the hat to the party. His mother makes him a sailor suit as well. So just before the party, Clive's father comes home on leave. Clive insists on wearing his new outfit to meet him off the ship. He goes and waves when he sees his father and runs up and gives him a big hug. Clive's father looks at him and admires his outfit and says, "If you are a sailor, you will have to learn how to salute and how to say I." When they get home, Clive decides he's going to practice how to salute. So he stands in front of the mirror and he puts his hand on his forehead and he says, I, I. Are you seeing Clive now? Right. So he's standing in front of the mirror and he's practicing what his father does all the time, which is to salute. So the sound of the of the letters I and E would be the sound that he made in front of the mirror. What sound is that? I, I. So let us now do the action for the sound of the two letters I and E coming together. Right, so you stand straight and tall and you put one hand on your forehead and you are going to salute. And to salute, you are going to say I. And that's how soldiers do it. I. So standing straight like a soldier and you say I. So that's the sound for the letters I, E coming together. Now remember, we also did some letters that come together, and I also told you before that when they come together, the first letter says its name and the next letter keeps quiet. That's the same thing we are going to look at in terms of the I and E coming together and holding hands. So when the I, E comes together, you hear the I sound, but you don't hear the E. So remember when you are writing the I, E, the I says the sound I and the E doesn't say anything. So let's go into the activity for today. So remember the I and E coming together, the sound is I. It's just like when the I says I, but the E doesn't say anything. So now we are going to put them together to show that they are friends. So you know how to make the I, and remember you always when you make the I, you make a hook. Well, the hook goes straight up into starting the E. So just take a look at this. It goes down, the hook goes up into making the E. And remember, if you don't remember, the E always starts here. We normally start the E. Let me show you with the pencil. So we normally start to make the E right there. Okay? So we make the E right there. We start here and we go like this, right? But in writing the IE, we make the I and then hook and then we go straight into making the E, same way. Let's do it again. Right there. Did you see that? And the last thing you do is put your dot, right? So let's do it again. I hook into the E, and the last thing you do is dot your I. So that's how we make the IE coming together as friends. Remember, the I gives the salute, and the E keeps quiet, but they are together as friends. So let's move on. So now you have time to practice writing your IE. So I want you to use your finger and pointing to the screen. You are going to trace your I, hook, and then start your E one time. Are you ready? You can do it along with me. So let's go. I make the E. IE says I dot. So I E dot. Again, I E dot. I E dot. Next one, I E dot. Next one, I E dot. Great. So let's move on to the other activity. Now in this activity, we have some pictures and we are going to remember and focus on all the letters we have done so far, including some double letters that we did. All right, so let me get my pencil. So starting with the first picture. Now the first picture, what is that? It's a train. Now we're going to put the sounds together to make the word train. So let's go. T, T, R, R, A. Remember the two letters that come together and you hear the A sound? Remember? Can you remember the boy who couldn't hear? Right. So it's two letters, A and I. Mm, N. That's how we spell train. Train, train. So our next picture is a pie. Pie. I need a P sound and an I sound. And notice we need two letters to say I. Right, so P, and which two letters say I? Just like the soldier. I and E. Actually, let me make it how my movement was wrong because I'm teaching you how to move, how to do it. Okay, so let me do it as the instruction, not how I normally write. So, so I, and then I go into making the E. Okay, much better. So I, pie. So the next one is toast. I need t, o, s, t, toast. I need t, o. Can you remember the sound when the children looked at the goat? What two letters say O? Great. The O and the A. Then I have s, t, o, s, t, toast. Right, so toast would be toast, toast. And then we have goat. I need g, I need o, t. Let's start here. G, g, o, Remember the O sound? O and A. So let me write it O and then the A and T. G, oot, goat. And the last picture is rain. I need A, N. So let's start over. Rain, R, A, two letters that make the A sound. The A and the I. N. Right. So rain is in, rain. Great going. So let's move on. Now, in this activity, we have some words with many sounds. All we need to do is start on the left, put the sounds together slowly, and then eventually we will get the whole word. So we start slowly and then we go a little faster and we listen to what we are saying, and then we can probably figure out what the word says. So our first word is this word here. Let's put the sounds together very slowly. So we have m, g, and then we have I. So you can say we have two parts to deal with, right? We have g. To me, that sounds like g, mag. It's a long word, but we can probably take it in parts. So we have this part here, g, mag, because we can hear it. And then we have I, pie. So what we did, we chunked the word. So we have the first three songs coming together. So we took that and we dealt with that, and then we moved on to the other part. So mag, pie, magpie. A magpie is a bird. So this word says magpie. So let's move to another word. Very easy. D, I, die. Again, D, I, die. Next word. Now, we have another word again with some parts. Actually, with many letters, but let's see if we can get it. Fur, and we know these two are together, and the IE says I, and then we have D. So we have fur, I'd. Let's do it again. Fur, I'd. Fried, fried, fried. Next word. L, I, lie. Let's do it again. L, I, lie. Very good. Let's see if we can get the parts, the sound parts. We have D, R. The IE says I, D. D, R, I, D. Dried, 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 dried. The word says dried. Next word. I, I, pie, I, pie. This word says pie. Let's put it in parts, sound parts. K, r, I-E says I, s, k, r, eyes, eyes, cries, cries. Very good. And next one we have is d, died, 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 died. Next word. T, I, t, I, tie, tie, tie. Our last word. Flies, 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 flies. Last word is flies. So now it's work time. Remember to get your pencils and crayons along with your workbook, and you are going to find the page with the I sound, two letters IE, the salute, and you are going to do all your writing and tracing first. And the last thing you will do is color all the pictures. Great? Nice. Bye.